Hello everyone, welcome to MMA Wired. So Charles Oliveira offered to train Tony Ferguson, and Nate Diaz's contract issue remains outstanding. What did Tony Ferguson tell Charles Oliveira? Will we see Nate Diaz versus Michael Chandler? Did Jon Jones just surprise a big fan? Stick around till the end and we will tell you all you need to know. First up, let's look at what's happening between Charles Oliveira and Tony Ferguson. So, in UFC 274, Tony Ferguson suffered a brutal knockout. He has also been on a bit of a losing spree. Charles Oliveira, on the other hand, has had a great run of form. His weigh-in issues at UFC 274 were a minor hiccup in a winning streak. Back in 2020, during UFC 256, the pair met and Oliveira ended up winning. Now there's nothing like a bit of bonhomie between lightweight contenders. So, Charles Oliveira offered to help train Tony Ferguson for his next fight. He invited Ferguson to train at the Shootbox headquarters in São Paulo in Brazil. Now Tony Ferguson responded in a rather cheeky fashion saying that, "Don't let your team let you miss weight again," but he appreciated the fact that Oliveira was focused on his training and not fazed by the weigh-in controversy. So though Ferguson didn't really respond to Oliveira's offer to train with him, he acknowledged that Charles Oliveira was a champion of the lightweight division even if Oliveira was stripped of his title. It looks like classy stuff all around between the two fighters. Next up, let's look at Nate Diaz's contract. At present, it seems like Nate Diaz has one fight left in his contract. However, he is unwilling to extend his contract with UFC. Also, UFC and Diaz have not been able to agree on an opponent for quite some time. Diaz is understandably very frustrated by the situation. If the UFC leaks are to be trusted, we are likely to see Nate Diaz in action against Khamzat Chimaev in UFC 276. But at present, it seems like Nate Diaz will not be making it to the International Fight Week. Diaz now feels that UFC 277 on July 30th would be the perfect date for him to fight. He tweeted, "UFC got me on ice for a year now. Chandler's obviously ready to fight. Send a contract, it's time." So, according to Diaz, UFC had kept him waiting for almost a year, and it was time to send him a contract. Michael Chandler was the right person for him to take on. Now, it may seem like a step down for Nate Diaz since he wanted to take on Dustin Poirier. Despite multiple attempts, UFC was not keen on making that matchup happen. UFC President Dana White has long said a trilogy fight between Diaz and rival Conor McGregor could be made. This is a great possibility. In McGregor vs. Diaz Part 1, in UFC 196, Diaz came out on top. In the rematch that took place in UFC 202, McGregor was the winner, so having a third fight to settle things would be a great way to give Nate Diaz his send-off. Here's where things get interesting. After his stunning performance at UFC 274, Michael Chandler has his set sight on Charles Oliveira and Conor McGregor. He wants a shot at the UFC lightweight title, so we have to wonder if Chandler is too interested in taking on Nate Diaz since his eyes are on the lightweight championship. When talking about Nate Diaz, Chandler said, "I'm there, quick turnaround, spin your head on its axis." Chandler also stated, "Hey Nate Diaz, shut up and stop complaining. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your head down until your daddy books a fight for you to get your sacrificial dome bounced off the canvas again. Maybe it'll be me, if you're lucky. See you at the top." So it is possible that we will see Michael Chandler in the welterweight division taking on Nate Diaz. Next, let's look at what Jon Jones has been up to. So Jon Jones has been out of action for around 2 years. The light heavyweight fighter is expected to face Stipe Miocic later this year, but fans undoubtedly miss his presence in the octagon. Now, one big fan just received the surprise of his life. Jon Jones recently took an Uber ride with his friend Maurice Green. The driver, Adelphi, was a huge fan of the MMA fighter and couldn't believe his luck. He kept repeating the fighter's name throughout the ride. Now that is one pumped-up fan.
Jon Jones! Jon Jones! My man. Oh man, I see you. Let's take a picture on your phone.
Finally, we have Jamahal Hill almost getting caught up in a fracas. So Jamahal Hill's manager, Brian Butler, arranged a surprise for him. As a part of a prank, social media celebrity Imreda TV pretended to be on the phone and trash-talk Hill. The heavyweight took offense over that, and there was a brief verbal exchange between them. Hill then grabbed the prankster, and Butler intervened at that stage and told Jamahal Hill that it was a prank. Thankfully, the situation de-escalated. And that's a wrap. Who will Charles Oliveira take on next? What does the future hold for Nate Diaz? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.